There's a lot of correlations to what we do in jiu-jitsu and what we do in F&I. You have to have a plan, you have to know what you're capable of, you have to have skills. Because in what we do in F&I, we do a lot of coaching, and you take a guy and you start him and you say, okay, here are some basic skills that will get you started. You will find yourself at some point with a customer in deep waters. You will find yourself in a position that you're unfamiliar with, in a position where you just want to tap out and give up, right? Run paperwork and be done. What we do is we help you, recognize those positions so that you can avoid them, but then give you solutions for when you find yourself in that position. What is the counter to what the customer is doing?
In a perfect world, customer comes into our office, here's the menu, here's the preferred option. But let me give you an analogy here. If Paul and I were in a jiu-jitsu match, we start on our feet. My goal ultimately is to make him quit. I'm gonna make him quit by choking him or doing some type of arm lock or leg lock to get him to quit. For instance, in the F&I space, to get to a preferred option close, you gotta do a lot of things along the way. You got to do an early F&I manager intervention or early F&I manager introduction or touch. You got to do a nice needs analysis. You got to then get to a warranty, factory warranty presentation before you get into the menu presentation. So if Paul and I are fighting, I'm on the feet, the first thing I'm going to do is I got to take him down. So maybe I scoop the leg, maybe I trip him, now he's on the mat, so now I've got to pass his guard, which is his legs, to where I can ultimately find the arm lock. So there's a few things that I've got to do to get him to quit. Same thing in the F&I space. If you want a customer to land on a preferred option on the menu, you're gonna have to set it up. It starts with the takedown. So my question for F&I managers, are you getting involved early in the transaction? Are you doing a needs analysis every time? Are you communicating with the desk? Are you serving your sales department? Are you going out of your way to serve the customer?
Just like what we do here, when we come in and we start class, we train for 45 minutes, we drill. You'll do a move 20 times, and then you'll do another move 20 times, and then for a half hour we'll fight. But you can't fight effectively if you don't drill.
F&I, it's fighting. A lot of times we don't have the counter to their attack because a lot of times F&I managers, they don't train. They're not willing to put the time in necessary to be able to handle every single scenario. Now, when you're put in those scenarios, there's not much in the world that bothers you. So the indestructible competence that I've gotten from my martial arts career is transcended into my automotive career. And Paul and I are on a mission to help as many dealers as possible level up. We want to help dealers grow their income per transaction, and most importantly, increase sales, and more importantly than that, increase retention on those sales. So we're blessed, we love what we do, and we thank you for following our journey. Paul and I, we're on a mission. We're going to help as many dealers as we can build wealth in the most tax-friendly environments.